Hey, today we've got some exciting news. There's a brand new Warbond trailer that just dropped called Dust Devils. We're going to go over 2 brand new missions as well, and believe it or not, we're actually going to be able to go underground and fight a bunch of terminates and discover what's causing the gloom. Not only that, but we also have a Hive Lord. Yes, a freaking Hive Lord. We're going to talk about some new enemies in general, but that's not all. There's even more to cover. If you enjoy the content, please tap the like button below, and let's jump right in. Let's kick off the video by going over the underground mission. We can actually go underground and discover a bunch of cool stuff, such as bug mutations and why the gloom is happening, of course. I mean, this is what the developers mentioned in their developer blog video. They also mentioned that new tactics are needed, like there's no way to summon ammo or stratagems from the Super Destroyer, so you must summon everything before you go into this creepy dark cave, and it's going to be exciting to see what's in there, right? There's apparently a bunch of secrets we must discover, and I can't wait to figure it out. They also mentioned some sections of the caves are darker than others. This means, yeah, you're going to have someone use a flashlight and essentially guide you around the cave, while the other 3 members have to figure out where we're going and use their tools, right, their weapons, to pretty much obliterate any bugs inside. You know, use the most powerful weapons you can possibly bring, whether that's your actual weapon from the armory or a stratagem of your choice. So this is going to be the most exciting part about this, is exploring these tunnels where it gets really dark, and it's going to be insane. I can't wait to get my hands on this content. So with that said, I'd like to know, what do you think? Are you excited about underground missions? If you say you're not, I don't even know what to say. But let me know what your thoughts are right away in the comments right now. Now, we are going to talk about the brand new missions, but first off, let's talk about the Hive Lord, the new warrior species, as well as a brand new dragon-type terminate. Believe it or not, that's a real thing. So first off, the developers informed us of the new terminate warrior species that can actually dig underground like a mole and shoot these acid balls at you. And not only that, but they'll also charge towards you, which means you'll have to figure a way to maneuver around before they strike you. So possibly anything like maybe a medium, maybe a light penetration weapon. We don't know exactly if they have some sort of tough armor. I'm not too sure. It looks like they don't. Feel free to comment your own thoughts here. But wait, before you do that, there's more. There's a brand new Dragon Roach enemy. This thing looks insane. It's like a Bile Titan's cousin, essentially, with wings. Or maybe it's more so like a Shrieker's cousin. Tomato, tomato. This thing can fly in the air, shoot some acid flames, essentially. I mean, it kind of is, right? And this is going to be very deadly. Now, what should you do if you come across this deadly terminate species? Well, the developers recommend putting a lot of pressure on this specific enemy, or you can actually fight back, which is what I would recommend. Okay, I don't know how to fight this thing, but I'm just saying that seems like the best bet, right? Destroy it from the start so you don't have to worry about it. They actually recommend or suggest that you shoot off its wings, and that'll disable it. And that's what I'm gonna do. Once I get my hands on this terminate here, I'm gonna try to shoot it with all sorts of stratagems to see which one's effective and give you guys a better idea on how this enemy should go down. Anyway, so far we've talked about the brand new Dragon Roach, and we've also talked about the new warrior species. But what about the third enemy? Well, about that, the developers actually hinted at something that's pretty much a Hive Lord, we're assuming. There's been a lot of discussion online, even on the Helldivers Discord. There's been some discussion going on with the Reddit pages. Yeah, this has to be a Hive Lord. Something that freaking big, making all of this noise, causing so much rumble. It absolutely has to be a Hive Lord. If it is, we are in for some trouble. Especially you Helldiver 1 veterans out there, you're probably like, yeah, I've faced it, I've done it, blah, 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 blah. Okay, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I believe you. You're a veteran at it, you know what you're facing. But yeah, this is going to be insane to actually fight this in-game and see how massive it is, if it's actually a Hive Lord. Besides underground stuff, new enemies, and all that, what about new missions? Well, there is indeed 2 new missions. Spore Lung mission is basically a hive lung that the bugs are apparently using to produce the fog that's in the gloom. And what's our goal here? We must blow it up, and the developer suggests using something like a hell bomb. But if I had to guess, I'd say a recoilless rifle should work, maybe even a quasar cannon. Those are some of the things I believe will work. But in this clip, they use a hell bomb. Now, the second mission is a mobile oil rig mission, where we'll be driving these huge oil drill vehicles that are super clunky, and we have to search around and find a location to dig oil from. There's even a cannon on top of this that you can use to fire at terminates. Meaning, well, yeah, you can use it on the dragon roach, or maybe even that new warrior species that's going to be roaming around. Hell, who knows? If we're assuming correct, there's going to be a Hive Lord. If it's correct. Maybe it's something else. Who knows? Nevertheless, we're now going to talk about the brand new Devils Warbond. In this first clip, we've got the AR-2 Coyote, which has incendiary ammunition. Yeah, this thing looks incredibly deadly. They even tell you in the blog post, this Coyote is wild, and I believe it just based off of the clips. It looks like it's gonna be maybe light pin. I mean, come on, it's an assault rifle. It looks kind of explosive. Maybe it's medium pin. The second weapon is a G7 Pineapple. It's a cluster frag grenade, and it looks also deadly. It'll shred bugs to nothing. I am interested to see how well this will perform on the automatons. I'd assume it's good. It definitely should be great on the Illuminate, if I had to guess. The third weapon is going to be a stratagem called S11 Speargun. This will fire an actual spear. When it hits the ground, it will release a cloud of gas on impact, meaning any bugs that go towards it are of course going to be struck by it. It's going to be great to use this to kind of set enemies up for failure, for a trap essentially. It's going to be awesome to see how well that will actually perform. Maybe it's medium pin, maybe it's heavy pin. I have no idea. If I hear any news about this, I'll let you know in the next video. The fourth stratagem here is Eat 700 Expendable Napalm. This will allow you to shoot an expendable instead of, the normal projectile. It's actually a napalm, as you can tell here. And it's a cluster bomb of napalms, setting everything on fire. The third stratagem is the MS-11 Solo Silo. You're going to be able to send out this large missile, and it can actually take down, at least from the video clip, we know it can take down a Biletine. Not too sure how this will perform against chargers and other bigger enemies. If I had to guess, it's definitely going to lay a huge amount of damage down and dish out a lot of damage, enough to take out a charger, because if it can take down a Biletine, it of course can take down a charger and an impaler. There's also some brand new armors and capes as well, and the armor, the brand new passive here, is very interesting. I'm not too sure how many of you are excited about this. I think it's a good one, but I'd love to hear your opinions about it. This is the Desert Stormer passive. You're going to have resistance to fire, gas, acid, and arc, and there's even a throw-in range increase. It's kind of like the 3 armor passives we currently have in the armory, all combined into one, with the throw-in range, the different type of resistance for different elements. I think it's good. I feel like some are going to be against this one, but I mean, come on. It doesn't sound bad. It actually sounds like it'll be useful. Let's now talk about the release date, because this one is dropping on September 4th, next month. So keep your eyes open for a test video, as well as all of the good stuff we're going to be talking about when I get my hands on this Warbond. Lastly, here are what all of the armors, all of the rewards look like. And yeah, I think it's a solid Warbond. I am interested in the Coyote, how well that will perform. Even the Silo has piqued my interest. With that said, I hope you have enjoyed today's video. There's no top comments. Those will be featured in the next video. I'll be featuring 6, 3 from the previous video, and 3 from this. Nonetheless, this is pretty much it for the video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, consider tapping the like button, subscribing, turn on notifications, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. See ya.